one of the known, actually Worlds qualifier.
Yeah,
for
season 3
2012.
Worlds. Yeah, I
Yeah,
believe it
now,
was
season 3.
season 3 where he
Oh,
played
okay.
that remember that Caitlyn play? I believe it was a Caitlyn Chowie versus Exo Ezreal.
Yes,
Yeah, the highlight.
tas, I think na-snipe niya
Yeah.
si with a true shot barrage, no?
Yeah.
Really massive fight na team play. Ayan, so let's go back to the game. First ban coming from JRU, that is a Gnar. And response dito naman ng APC would be a LeBlanc, then going back to a Lee Sin. So any insights on these? Pretty much basic, no?
All these are they're pretty basic bans, pretty standard bans coming in from both sides. Nothing really interesting coming in, I guess. Gnar, really strong top laner, really high win rate, really high ban rate. LeBlanc, just really strong burst overall, and just standard bans and picks coming in from both sides.
Yes, just wonder na walang masyadong ban mula sa ADR side.
Well, it's pretty hard to ban out, I guess.
Exo,
an AD carry, really.
AD
And I believe Exo plays top lane for Team APC.
Ah, okay. Yes, no. And ayun, so final ban ang inaantay natin mula dito sa APC. Good job banning the Jarvan, and now we won't be seeing any Narvan combo dito.
Yeah.
Yun ngayon yung parang basic duo, basic combo sa bawat teams. And first pick mula sa JRU would be Irelia, probably priority.
It looks like they're taking that away from Exo, because I believe Exo has actually played quite a couple games in this LCL season on Irelia. So it's taking away one of his favorite champs, I guess, in that top lane.
And mula naman dito ay tinitingnan yung Sejuani. Pero going back to the Irelia, kung Irelia itong JRU, anong mga magandang itapat para sa Irelia on the top lane?
Well, Rumble is a pretty safe lane, I'd guess. You could play that Rumble against that Irelia pick. However, it's Exo. He's a pretty mechanically gifted player, and I'm sure he has a couple tricks up his sleeve.
Mechanically gifted.
Yeah. So,
I like that word. Ang ganda ng word yun.
He could be playing maybe like Teemo top. I know.
Pwede mo mechanically gifted. Parang pwede ilagay sa gatas, ganun. Gatas na pang esports, ganun. Anyway, so completing up the roster ng APC, so Sejuani nga and Thresh. Okay, basic support din naman.
Yeah, definitely.
Tapos ito, we have Rek'Sai.
Yeah, Rek'Sai, really strong jungler.
Yes.
We saw that
kahapon.
last game. Yeah, even yesterday and last game. Rek'Sai had a really strong performance. I believe that was James Meister on Rek'Sai from Team USD. Really dominant performance, and that won't be a Teemo, sadly.
Yes, nga.
So that will be instead a Nami support coming in for that JRU side.
Nasa LCL naman tayo. I mean, there's still hope for that Teemo pick.
Yeah, we saw an Ashe support. So
we have an Ashe support. So Teemo hindi nalalayo si
Teemo. We saw Ashe support a couple weeks ago. Heimerdinger mid last game. So maybe one day we'll find it.
Yes. Alright, so from JRU, final support would be the Nami. And dito naman sa APC, scouted over would be a Graves plus a Shen. So top lane.
Yeah, Shen's a pretty interesting pick. You don't really see Shen that often.
Yes.
Ever since he's been nerfed. But we saw Shen actually a couple times already in this LCL league. So there's something about Shen that brings these university students.
Hindi no, I mean, as long as meron pa ring Gnar, medyo malayo-layo pa rin na pumasok sa meta ito si Shen, no?
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
definitely.
I miss those days na inaantabayanan si Shen after his rework.
However, it might look like, however, looking at the roster, it looks like Exo might actually be playing AD carry this game rather than playing his usual top lane. So definitely interesting. We'll just have to wait till once they do their final swaps to find out where everything is going.
And actually, JRU is saving their mid lane, no?
Yeah, definitely.
Picking it last. So, tinitingnan nila. Scouted over would be the Tristana or also an Ezreal. Ezreal against Graves. Anong insights mo dun, kung sakali?
It's a pretty interesting matchup. If Graves is able to get a nice... Like, if Ezreal uses his Arcane Shift incorrectly, Graves can punish with the quick draw into a buckshot and just do a lot of damage towards the Ezreal. However, it looks like it will be instead a Ahri followed by a Tristana. So, okay, interesting.
Yes. Let's see kung mid laner ng JRU will pull off a challenger skin and challenger playstyle Ari on this game. So, kompleto na yung roster ng JRU. And of course, manok. And of course, we have APC getting locked in is Oriana. Ayan.
So that's a pretty standard mid lane matchup. Ari versus Oriana. No one really wins that lane, I'd say. It's pretty safe. Both lanes, both mid laners just farming. In the bot lane, I feel like APC does have the advantage in that bot lane.
No swap, no swap.
Yeah,
from
so that
Exo,
will be EXO in that AD carry position.
Yes. Okay,
And
so
last week we saw him actually play. Yesterday we saw him play support. So
yes.
EXO's been jumping all over the place, playing top, support, AD carry. But it looks like he's going back to his roots this game with that Graves pick.
Minsan may mga instances na, well, sa experience ko last week yata, or last week on LCL, nung nagkaroon ng parang pool na ang daming pro players, halos ang seryoso nung, parang ang comment ko is ang serious nila actually maglaro. Like, walang gumagawa ng throwy moves talaga.
Yeah, definitely.
Ang tagal nung first blood, ganun, nung last week, ganun. I was expecting actually some off-meta picks, pero yun nga. All games nun merong Jarvan, ganun.
Well, this is the LCL. There's still a prize on the line for these teams, and the pride, the glory coming in for representing your university. Like all your peers and all your classmates are looking up to you to perform well.
May parang shorthand na pressure kagad. Yeah. Alam mo kagad yung pressure. As in, pag Monday bukas, pagpasok mo, oy, talo kayo ganun. So,
yeah, definitely.
Ganun. So, ganun yata yung pressure for that. Aside from the price, ayun, mabilisan talaga kaagad.
Have you been like,
nagre-reflect?
Are you like experienced with this? Like when UP lost their first week, did you like go up to the UP team and start trash talking them?
Ano lang. Okay lang yan. Okay lang as always. Ganun. Well, UP has been stepping up naman na.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see, tingnan natin kung gagawin nila. But for now, we have Jose Rizal University, Profilers of the Unknown versus APC, Team APC. So, insights for this matchup, yung sa composition nila, pag team fights.
Well, the thing with the APC team comp is, I'm feeling that they might lack a bit of damage coming in towards that late game. Sejuani, while she has a pretty bit of strong early game and mid game damage, her damage does fall off in that late game as she starts to build tank. Same thing with Shen. Shen's more of a tank as well. And the real reliable damage dealer is pretty much Graves. And Oriana can pull out a lot of damage, however, towards the late game, she tends to shift towards a support-oriented role in the game. So, it's like a timer on the APC lineup to end the game or get an advantage in that early game, just snowball it.
Okay, so for the late game, ang nakaabang dito would be JRU.
Yeah, definitely. They do have that Irelia, really strong late gamer champion, just can dive any of the backline. They do have a Rek'Sai, lots of damage even though you build tanky, and they also have that Tristana hyper carry.
And of course, para naman sa early game, the one na magpo-provide ng hustle dito, I see Rek'Sai.
Yeah, definitely. It's gonna be pretty much the junglers that are gonna set whether APC or JRU wins. Whoever can get the early ganks, get the proper counter ganks, will set the flow of the game and set up the victory for the teams. Alright,
so ayun guys! I think pwede natin tong ipagalat. Invite them in to watch the LoL Collegiate League 2015 spring season. We are now on our week 6. So, yeah, you could tweet about it as in hashtag LCL, hashtag JRU wins, hashtag APC win. You could also hang out sa amin, sa aming community platform, sa Garena Talk.
Yeah, I believe that is the PGS Rift. Even though it's PGS Rift, we do a lot of LCL discussion.
Yes,
as well. And that Garena Talk ID is 171-88811. Make sure you check it out. During LCL, we usually have like a bunch of LCL pros usually like come in, discuss the games, put their insights, which is really interesting.
It's a solid hangout place,
actually. Definitely. It's one of my favorite G Talk rooms to be in.
For now. Bakit kumusta yung sa GT?
The G Talk room is also
otaku, puro otaku stuff.
At times it can be pretty otaku.
Alright. And of course, we also have the PGS Rift committee. PGS Rift official group. Yes. Ayun. Tapos, yeah, you could just hang out there, also talk about the games. Isa nyo lang yung pagiging toxic. So, yan guys! Welcome to the Summoner's Rift. You are watching the LoL Collegiate League 2015 Spring Season on Week 6. Battle between JRU Profilers of the Unknown versus Team APC of APC. On the blue side, we have Profilers of the Unknown, Potu Gambit on Irelia. For the top lane, for the jungle, Potu KC on Rek'Sai. In the mid lane, we have Potu Soy on Ari, and for the bottom duo, that is Potu JM on Tristana and Potu Jana Malone pangalan on support namin.
Yes, and for the APC side, for that top lane, we will be having Nuke playing that Shen. For the jungle, we will be having Quit on that Sejuani. In the mid lane, we will be having Soon playing Orianna, and for that bot lane combo, we will be having Nesky Globe EXO on that Graves, followed by Sup on Thresh.
Okay, so nabanggit mo kanina na si EXO is naglalaro nga ng top lane, gano'n ng iba. Ito lang yung tanong ko. Do you know anyone, like maybe Kido or ADR sa Pilipinas na mapaglaro sa Kalista?
Well, I believe in the Pro Gaming Series yesterday, we saw 2 games of Kalista actually. I believe that Luxuria played Kalista in his game versus Mineski, and I believe that was it IPT Blue? I think no, War Gods played Kalista as well. BIY played Kalista. So we've seen a lot of Kalista players actually.
Alright, so ayan, umaandar na ang ating game. Blood Moon Trash support by Sup. They're now moving. There's also an early pings na manggagaling sa APC to guard the river yata yan. Mukhang walang deep pings, no?
Yeah, it looks like there won't be any invades coming. Just playing pretty passive, ensuring that none of their buffs get taken, nothing cheeky comes out from the enemy side.
Walang throw na planong ibigay yung mga estudyante natin dito.
Yeah.
Pag-uusapan sila sa school. So, iisihan lang yata muna nila. Alright. So, there's also a ping dito mula rin sa left side ng river. So, how about the laning phase? Anong lanes dito ang magiging in favor of either JRU or APC?
Well, it's been a while since I've seen a Shen play that top lane. However, I do think that Irelia can outlane Shen, I guess, with that hit-and style and with the Transcendent Blaze. However, mid lane is, like we talked about earlier, is a pretty passive lane. There won't be really that much action coming out, and all the lanes, like, if you just look at the lanes itself,
yes,
they're pretty even and pretty passive. However, that's why it's all about the junglers to establish those ganks, create those opportunities to get kills and get an advantage in the game. So all eyes are on KC and Quit as they play this game.
Ano, iniisip ko, may math problem actually akong iniisip about Vorpal Sword versus the Hidden style nga, yung kay Shen na regeneration. I think nga medyo, I mean, mas may advantage yata si Irelia doon kasi ini-ignore naman nung Hidden style yung armor,
yeah,
and defense stats ni Shen.
And also, I believe hit-and style, does that increase your...
May true damage.
Yeah, it also has that true damage, which is additional bonus, I guess.
Yes. Plus, fixed number lifesteal yata.
Yeah.
Ayan.
So, coming in, you should expect Nami to do a little bit of zoning out. However, Nami does need to be careful for the hook coming in. Death sentence from Sup.
If Sup takes a position doon, ang alam ni Sup ay Ebb and Flow ang unang kinuha ni Jana Malone dito. So, walang retaliation na bubble na manggagaling mula kay Nami if they go aggressive with the backshot and death sentence.
Definitely. And we do see that. I think Sup took his play first skill,
yes,
if I recall correctly.
Actually, mas advantageous no for level 1. Mas recommendable na play.
Yeah, however, he did decide actually to take that death sentence rather than that play. However, he hasn't used it yet, so maybe you might be seeing a death sentence coming in soon.
Na full combo parehas ng level 2 itong dalawa. Hey, quick draw out mula dun sa bubble ni Jana Malone. After level 2, bigla talagang kinasa ni Jana Malone yung kanyang bubble. Now, like what you said, in the mid lane, pretty even or safe lane to.
Yeah, like if you
Orianna. Oo, Orianna plus Ari.
Yeah.
So, palagay mo, yung junglers kaya, saan kaya magpo-focus to? Recommendable, kung ikaw.
Well, I'd probably be focusing on the top lane, seeing as both the top laners don't really have that many escapes compared to other lanes. In the early game, it's actually pretty okay to gank that mid lane before Ari gets her ultimate.
Alright.
However, once she hits her ultimate, it's really hard to gank that Ahri. So we should see a gank actually coming in soon as Quick kills that red buff. Maybe he might go top, he might go mid.
Yes.
But it's gonna be one of those two lanes.
So, hindi lang kung mababa yung buhay, hindi lang kung lamang or anything, hindi lang kung shove ang isang player kung bakit ka magagang. You also have to consider the escape.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, kung konti yung escape niya.
And we just see right there that Quit did get caught out by that ward, trying to go for that mid lane. So like I said, Quit also realizing that Ahri's gonna be really difficult to gank in that early game. So get the ganks early before it becomes too hard.
Yes, I mean, bago mag-6,
Yeah.
doon. Hindi mo siya targeted. Ay, so, wow, Soy on his challenger, Ahri. Aggressive lang talaga na binibigay yung mga damage. Papunta kay Oriana. Now, there's a position mula sa bottom lane. Nandun na si Casey on a Rek'Sai focusing out. Soup will go down. First blood on a Rek'Sai.
And wow, that was just a really good play right there.
Yes.
Perfect timing of
Oh.
CCs. They chained CC perfectly. Once the Rek'Sai's knock-up ended, they followed it up with a bubble, knocking up Sup enough for that kill to happen. And that's already a kill onto Rek'Sai, which should help quite a bit, as Rek'Sai will be able to get his item much more earlier before Quit. And like we said earlier, it's all about the junglers this game.
Yes, for pre-6, no?
Yeah. The junglers are the ones who set the tempo of the game. And with Rek'Sai getting that first kill, that will be pretty bad news for APC. However, we'll see how it goes.
Yes. Oh, yan. Alam mo anong naalala ko dito kay Rek'Sai? Si Diglett.
Oh yeah, the Pokemon.
Mga yan, palangoy-langoy lang sa ilalim ng lupa. Jumps in, ito si JM. Wow, that set us by photo. Dinala yung baboy, pumunta dito sa bottom lane. Ignite now onto JM, trying to trade down with EXO. Obviously, he will go down, Quit, getting the kill.
And that was just a really great counterplay right now, right there. It's like Sup predicted that JM was going to rocket jump in, getting that perfect timing of the dark passage for Quit to get that kill.
And ganda, hindi ko sure kung bakit talaga tumalon si JM down. Pero ang ganda ng death sentence, follow up by the dark passage.
Yeah, that's like Jenna Malone wasn't really ready to follow up onto that JM play. JM getting, I guess he's getting a bit excited seeing XL so low.
Yes.
Getting ready to screenshot saying he killed XL. I don't know.
Hindi pwede yun. Hindi pwede yung mga ganun. Alright, so Quit on the side. Casey just waiting up for any aggressive plays by soon, maybe. So, kaganda ng mga pangalan ng players natin dito. There's a pink ward.
I believe that was a mistake. However, Quit flashes out.
Yes. Yeah, I think misplay na talaga.
Yeah, definitely.
Misplace na ward.
Maybe I guess Soon was trying to activate his potion. However, the potion wasn't at the right spot, and instead he popped his pink ward. So a bit unfortunate there. 100 gold down the drain.
Yes. Ano yan? Pambait.
I guess so.
Ang bait sa Rek'Sai ngayon. Although, ang daming spot na hindi in turret range para dun sa pink ward na yon. So, 1-1 now sa ating scoreboard. Also, wala pa rin merong visible gold lead sa bawat teams natin.
Both teams have the same amount of gold actually. 10.1 to 10.1 right now.
Yes, and it's actually the junglers.
Yeah.
Securing the kills.
And if you look at all the lanes are really even in CS actually. There's probably like a 5 CS difference between all the lanes. However, other than that, really close game overall so far.
Medyo nagkakakopyahan lang ng estilo, no? To play passive on this one.
Yeah.
Like that's bubble not yet connecting sa support or kay EXO. Itong APC. Looking into the items now. Compared sa pickaxe, JM really punished by that jump kanina. EXO now has a best friend sword, BF sword, against dito kay JM.
Yeah, here comes Quit coming towards that ball lane. However, he was spotted by that ward and will be forced to back away. And EXO only 4 CS, no, I believe even CS actually right now.
Yes,
against JM. However, JM does only have that pickaxe compared to that BF sword, like you said earlier.
Although itong snowball na to na nagaganap, wow, trading in by Soy, getting that shockwave connecting for the flash out of Soy. Nandun si Quit in the front line. There's also Casey. Teleport now coming from the Irelia. Spirit Rush in. Charm not connecting on the pig. There's also the Shen ult coming in. Also Blade Surge. That is the Oriana going down. Nuke trying to chase Soy. Will the Ninja connect it to the Fox? No, it won't. Gambit. Equilibrium Strike onto that Sejuani. And that will stop the clash there.
That was really unfortunate right there, coming in for APC. Really, APC switched targets. I believe Quit went onto Soy while... No, Nuke went on to Soy while Quit went on to Gambit. They split targets and they didn't have enough damage to finish them off, which left them with no kills.
Yes.
So they could have had at least one kill for sure.
Retaliation man lang para ma-even out naman. Yeah. So that team fight worked out in favor of JRU. Pero napakababa nung buhay ng JRU after that team fight. So they decided to rotate dito sa Dragon.
And that will be the first Dragon for JRU right now.
Okay, that sentence plus a taunt in onto Jem alone. Flashes off with a bubble. Casey now in the front line. Talon ulit ito si Jem on the side. That is Casey getting burst by the collateral damage of EXO. Plays in si Jem. Wala pa rin to ang pantalon si Jem. And is that a dash sa Sejuani or SS ni Tristana?
I believe that was a knockback by Sejuani. And that was just a really good play coming for Subs. Subs actually had a pretty good performance so far. Getting those death sentences on the key targets. And that was a really good play as well. In that, right where Nami's standing earlier. So, really good plays coming out.
Di na sayang yung skin dito, yung Blood Moon Trash dito kay Soup. Right, so going back again, kung makikita natin dito sa tempo na nagagawa ni EXO, kapag eto si Griggs nakakuha to ng decent na attack speed tapos damage, even if kailangan nila maghantay na kailangan nila, ayun nga, masisecure nila yung time limit nila for the game. Lalo pa ang kunat ng frontline, that is sa Sejuani, mayroon pang Thresh, mayroon pang Shen. Tapos mayroong ADR. Mahirap-hirap lapitan itong ADR na to.
And we did see Tech, the AD carry comp last, I believe yesterday in Pro Gaming Series. Pacific used that against Mineski.
Oh yeah, for Luxuria.
Yes, however, wow, meanwhile, hold that thought.
So, that is a Spirit Rush in. 2-man Shockwave, not enough to save Sun from Soy.
Yeah, that was just a really good play coming in for Rek'Sai. Once again, the junglers doing a lot of work right now. I believe that is Casey, 112, all 100% kill contribution so far in this game.
So going back dun sa protect the ADR composition sa kahapon.
So, thing with Pacific's comp is that they didn't really have that much peel for the APC, for their team comp. However, on this APC comp, they have lots of ways to protect the AD carry compared to the other comp. So, looking at the late game, it might work. Putting all their eggs onto EXO, seeing as they do have the box. Thresh has really good feel right now. Sejuani can feel as well, and alongside the shields coming in from Shen and Oriana, it's gonna be really hard to kill EXO.
Yes, kailangan mag-step up dito ni JM para ma-even out ito. Magiging malaking contribution ng mga AD carry kapag nagkaroon ng 5v5 team fights dito. Tsaka, take note, EXO, Graves himself, makunat din siya mismo.
Yeah, Graves is really tanky as well, and late game he just has so much lifesteal. The Quick Drop provides so much attack speed, so it's really hard to kill Thresh in the game. And what a nice death sentence.
So, sacrificing your position for a bubble, that is Jerem alone catching a death sentence, getting burst out again by EXO.
Yeah, so Sup once again with that really beautiful death sentence, on point this game. Really, really strong.
So, tingnan natin kung anong advantage yung mabubuo dito ng nakaminesket.globe si EXO. Napaka-misleading. So, okay. Roll for Pulse Sword para makancel yung teleport niya Irelia. Hindi pa rin niya. I think they just focus on farm pala dito, no? No shove. Mahaba-haba pa yung buhay.
Yeah, definitely.
Ng Torre sa pag-play.
This laning phase will be quite prolonged. It's actually only 13 minutes in. It's already 13 minutes in, and there hasn't been a turret taken down yet. And it doesn't look like there will be any turrets going down soon.
Remember, naalala ko kanina. Ang pangit ng greeting sa mga world champions natin sa NALCS. I mean, I think it was una kay Piglet on Sneaky Kalista. Talagang pinofocus nila yung bottom lane. And also doon naman sa Team Impulse na nandun si Impact.
I watched those games.
Yes.
Yeah, Impact, Team Impulse and Liquid didn't really have the greatest games right now. They actually costed me points in the fantasy LCS. I think I drafted Impact and Piglet expecting them to carry my team. However, I believe they only had like 3 points or like 5 points from one game, which was really disappointing.
Lalo, kakaiba yung ginawa ng CLG doon. That's like a first wave proxy.
Yeah.
Naganap. So, getting back into the game, makikita natin sa items, steady na binubuo ni Jay ang kanyang Infinity Edge. I think this one.
Yeah, that will most likely be an Infinity Edge. However, he has the Brawler Glove.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm guessing
Rarush niya muna yung
Static
Blade.
Yeah. Average Blade for that Static Shift, most likely.
And tanong ko lang Nip, pag-guide nga ako. When is recommendable na buuhin agad yung Static Shift? Well, agad-agad ba talaga?
Static Shift is a pretty interesting item, like overall in terms of Tristana. You have the Average Blade which provides like extra gold when you get CS.
Minsan, ako kasi parang mas gusto ko pahawakan yung Average Blade eh. Pero nakikita ko sa mga high MR players na Static Shift agad.
Yeah, it's better to get well, the thing on Tristana is pretty weak mid-game, I'd say. Like,
yes.
Early game, hold that thought.
Wow, so that's 2 members of Bottle collapsing onto with Son. No, that is a shock wave actually onto Soy, but not enough damage to stop Soy for going unengaged. Dito Kai, quit.
Yeah, so looks like APC got a bit caught out there trying to get the wards and trying to get the counter jungle onto that JRU team.
Oh, and also now Nuke getting quite an advantage dito Kai Gambit. He just blades RG to finish up that wave clear. Okay, so going back into that Static Shift thing.
Yeah, so the thing is, Tristana is really strong early game and really strong late game. However, Tristana's mid game is really weak. So the reason why you get Static Shift as the first item on Tristana is that the extra burst coming in from that 100 magic damage and the crit, it kind of compensates for the weak mid game coming in. If you compare Tristana. So yeah, the Static Shift rush is to help with Tristana's mid game and make sure she doesn't fall too far behind.
Pero when naman kapag parang huwag muna buuin yung Static Shift pag iba sigurong ADR or pag behind?
It depends on, it goes from ADR to AD carry depending on their kits.
Sobrang bira ko na lang kasi makita talaga yung mga humahawak ng average blade. Talagang Static Shift agad.
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend holding onto the static average blade though, because let's say you farm, it gives you 2 gold every minion, I believe. So that's not that much gold really.
Okay. So mas okay pa talaga na go for the fast skill wave.
Yeah, it's definitely better to just finish your Static Shift rather than holding on to that Average Blade, as the gold it provides, it's not worth it. Okay, full combo in Dark Passaging. Pinapasok si Sejuani dito sa under turret, pero I don't think they will push through. Maingat tong APC with that engage. It could have been disastrous actually. Yeah, para sa APC kung in-all-in nila yon. Yeah, and I believe that Nami still had the tidal wave available and Tristan still had that buster shot, so there was definitely an outplay potential for that bot lane, and it could have been bad if APC died. Wow! Team fight breaks up dito sa bottom lane. That is actually now getting shut down by Soy! Soy also consistently getting guided on by Nuke. Okay, so he gets shut down actually by Soup. 3 members now of APC collapsing onto Jenna Malone on the bottom duo. JM on the side brush. Tinay siya, bulin ni Nuke, jumps in, getting shut down or getting shut off by that shock wave. And yes, this is Casey here now on Rek'Sai. Tingnan natin kung gaano kasakit si Rek'Sai talaga. He's now chasing our Ninja Shed. Jumps in, mukhang I don't know kung tinamahan siya nung knock up ng Barrow or baka yung 10 second na lang. So, the gold lead is now in favor of JRU actually by 100. So really interesting that JRU was able to come back, and this might be a dragon for JRU actually. Sejuani is on the way though, so they do need to be careful. I think kaya rin naman nagkaroon talaga ng fight breakout doon kasi nobody wants to give dragon after siya maging live. Yeah, definitely. Dragon is a really important objective in this current season 5 meta. And this might be the second dragon coming in for
APC. Wow!
Whoa, is it tunnel miss?
Oh, yes! Di ko rin alam kung sinadya ba ni Casey na hindi ipasok yung tunnel sa Dragon Pit. Pero yon, Nuke in the front line. Also, Casey quit, goes slow. Bote J was able to burst him out. He's not yet jumping, he's just getting out. That is EXO sniping him in from the side. Also, Jenna Malone getting shot down. That is a 3-for-1 exchange in favor of APC.
Yes, it's pretty interesting to see why JM didn't go for the rocket jump. JM already killed Quit, so he had the opportunity to jump away. However, decided to stay instead, try to see if he could get a kill. And instead, APC was able to punish, got the 3 kills, got the mid lane turret, and put the gold lead 2k in favor of APC. And
kanina close na. Ngayon, this is in favor of APC.
Yeah, and APC now has 2 dragons as well on top of that.
Cannot be denied now. I think JRU has to wait up. They cannot easily engage 5v5 team fights. Lalo pa sa kunat ng APC.
Yeah.
Plus the shockwave. And questionable position actually by JM.
I actually think that JRU didn't have their items yet. I believe Tristana just only bought his Infinity Edge now. So didn't have the Infinity Edge during that dragon fight, which might have changed things if Tristana had that Infinity Edge earlier.
Yes. Solid. So, it's actually, pagdating sa score, that's 9-9. But still, undeniable yung 2k gold lead ng APC plus dalawang dragon in their bag.
And we take a look at where the gold distribution is right now. We do see that Gambit does have the pretty even, I'd say, in the top lane actually. No, actually, it is. He's actually down by a couple 500 gold. So it just looks like all the lanes are just slightly behind, and that is adding up to that 2k gold advantage that APC has right now.
Okay. So steady into our game 3-2 pagdating sa third count.
But
take note na Soy now is 4-2-3. Actually, kanina talaga dun sa Dragon Engage, panalo dun yung JRU if you count the numbers. Kasi shutdown on EXO, ganon. Pero throw yata, medyo throw yung naganap na engage after Dragon. Where APC was able to wipe JRU. Plus yun nga, napaka mapanganib neto. Ano ba na kayo lagyan ng bola dun yung Oriana? Okay, so easy PC quit, lumilipad sa langit as he tries to devour this pink ward here.
It looks like 5 members. This might be a 5v5 clash in that bot lane.
Yes,
Shen has
anytime.
Yeah, Shen has Stand United available, so he will be able to split push that top lane. And he's actually stealing the blue buff right now of the JRU side.
Pag ganito na 4-1, merong Shen na nag-split push, anong magandang paraan para I mean, how to counter this one?
Oh, well, this is pretty tricky situation, I guess. You probably send your top laner with teleport as well to counter that Shen. However, Gambit doesn't have his teleport, so the best solution would probably be to force a 5v4 before they can really put anything off. However, you need to be careful for that.
Quick pick on the carries.
Yeah.
Dun sa 5v4 na yun.
Yes.
Bago pa man makapasok si Shen.
However, another option to approach that 4v5, like the split push situation, is just send someone to that top lane and just focus on just defending the turret rather than trying to force the fight.
Yes.
And
try out na lang yung kalaban, no? If ever naman yung kalaban din, mag-decide na mag-dive or anything of some sort. Okay? So, but I think APC is just wise for that. So, everybody goes back. Steady lang tayo. If we check the ward coverage dito, dominant ang pinapakita ang ward coverage ng APC compared to JRU. Alright.
Yeah, APC has a lot of deep wards into that JRU jungle, so this will help with getting the rotations and picks on point. Meanwhile, you see that Jenna Malone trying to invest the board, gets caught out.
Yes! Flash off the juke! That tidal wave, but I don't think the last tick ng Ignite is enough to kill Jenna Malone. Okay, so, soon as he had to farm, ang baba ng damage actually ng kanyang
it looks
shockwave.
like he's building a death. No, I believe that is an Hourglass actually next item. It might be a Deathfire Grasp or it might be an Hourglass.
Yes.
Most likely an Hourglass, trying to ensure that it stays alive. But they do need to be careful because then the damage output coming out from Soon won't be as high as it would if he got a Deathfire Grasp.
Yes. And actually, if you look into the gold, yes, just 200 gold away para sa Zhonya's Hourglass ni Sui.
Yeah, so that Hourglass onto Sui will help. Oh. Yo, yes, that Hourglass onto Sui will help out quite a bit. Ensuring that he doesn't get picked too hard. We have seen that Sup has been getting those really nice death sentences onto that JRU side, so that Hourglass will ensure that if he does get hooked, it won't be the end of the world. Pop the Hourglass, wait a couple seconds, then pop your Spirit Rush and just get away.
Okay, so steady na-gain ang footing sa kanilang jungle. Red jungle side, itong JRU. But, in just 5 seconds, magkakaroon na po tayo ng ating dragon.
Yeah, so this might be the third dragon coming in for APC. Let's see if APC will be able to secure the dragon, or will TC manage to steal this dragon away.
So that is Tonti getting shot down by APC as they try to kite over this dragon. EXO putting consistent hits dito sa dragon. Tingnan natin kung may engage na magaganap dito mula sa JRU. They are now in the position. Also Sui on the side. He has his SS up. Tidal wave, driven tidal wave mula kay Jerem alone. Sui on the back line. Quit really goes low, but Gambit just blade surging in some members ng APC. Still, that is a 2-4-2, even trade charm onto Soon. Not able to dodge the command attack mula dito kay Oriana as Nuke. Pinaghiwa niya si JM. That is a 4-4-2 trade in favor of APC.
Yeah, so that was just actually a really good shockwave coming in for Soon, and pretty good positioning coming in for Nexo. Despite him dying, he managed to get a couple hits into he managed to get a couple auto attacks off, and he managed to get that collateral damage and that buckshot off, and just really big wombo combo potential coming in from that APC team. That Sejuani ult followed by that Shenton followed by that collateral damage, and the shockwave locked up the JRU team and allowed them to clean up the game.
Mag props also to KC.
Yeah, for that dragon steal.
Still, yes.
Really important.
Positioning lang talaga ulit ni JM. And if he also has that static shield for that team fight, which wala pa nga.
I believe JM went for another suicidal jump actually in that team fight.
Yes.
I think he got caught out from jumping.
I think pag AD carry ka, maybe except for person, ang goal mo talaga would be not to die.
Yes, that's
just actually kills are optional, no? Just don't die. Yun talaga yung first priority.
Yeah, and you are a Tristana, you don't really have that much going for you if you decide to jump in 5-man. So it's better to just use your rocket jump as a escape mechanism or as a way to position yourself for proper team fight.
Kung ginagamit mo yon, yung rocket jump mo for an engage, hindi mo tinitake advantage yung long range mo.
Yeah.
Hindi nag-scale properly. Yun was Ghost Blade activated to trade off para dito sa Spirit Rush ni Sui.
And EXO has a pretty decent advantage over JM right now. Already has that extra BF sword and that Yami's Ghost Blade compared to just that Infinity Edge and the incomplete static shift for JM.
Yes, so this is Propellers of the Unknown going on the defensive side. 2 kills na lead by APC, also a 3k gold lead. Both mid laners has their Zhonya's Hourglass now.
Yeah, however, if this game is going to go to JRU's favor, I feel like it's going to rely on Gambit and KC to carry. We do see that Gambit and KC have a pretty strong score right now, 3-0-1 and 3-2-8. Definitely putting the team on their back, doing the best they can to carry. Irelia has just been really annoying this entire game, just diving onto that backline, getting the kills, and managing to just escape with a sliver of HP each time.
Yes, so hindi talaga kailangan ni Poto, no. Maybe build up I'm not sure, Last Whisper.
Yeah.
Tapos just hit what he can, kasi kung jumper siya, Jump Brothers ganun mahirapan to baka peel ng maayos si Jenna Malone.
Yeah, definitely. Or if he wanted, he could just try tanky Tristana Go for go for the Warmogs and the Banshees beyond the Hourglass. Jump in, bait everyone to use their summoners.
Nip approved. Tanky Tristana.
Better than AP.
Oh ho! Shockwave onto Zoe shutdown by collateral damage mula kay EXO. So, quick pick, no? After that shockwave, quick follow-up. I think this tower now is in the bag ng APC.
Yeah, so, despite that, Spirit Rush coming in from Soy wasn't enough to escape, and that shockwave doing work, getting that kill onto Soy.
Now they're rotating here sa top lane. Somebody's, I know, it's actually Profilers of the Unknown pinging the Baron, okay? Actually, possible naman.
Yeah.
Pero, Rek'Sai rin yung Rek'Sai SS plus the steal.
And then, APC doesn't really have a strong Baron team composition. The only, like, consistent damage is the Graves. Sejuani doesn't do that damage towards Baron. Same thing with Shen and Oriana. So, it's not really ideal for APC to be rushing Baron at this stage in the game.
Yes. So, yeah, they've spotted APC after removing that ping where they mukhang wala atang follow-up dun sa death sentence ni Soup. Casey will not also engage on this one. What APC took was that Taunty.
Yeah, definitely. Worth it, dude. They got the Taunty. And
ayun!
Here comes Gambit.
Kala mag-surgeon all-in para dito kay Nuke?
Yes.
Okay, so it's now JRU actually sieging the mid lane. If you look into the items, may dalawang Randwich actually na invested para sa Team APC. Napakakunat na nitong tanks ng APC.
Yeah, APC's tanks are looking really scary now. Like, look at Shen.
Oh, pag yan na SS ni Quit! That's a 3-man SS by Quit. Will there be a follow-up? Sejuani gets shot down, but also Zoe priority kill successful. Gambit also gets shot down. Casey will get shot down. JM now running for his life. Only 2 members of Voodoo is alive. They could go for a Baron here.
Yeah, they could. However, that was such a really good initiate coming in for Quit. Even though Quit died, even though Quit may not have the nicest
Malayo
right now, 159, it was just really great. And let's take a look at that replay right now. Look at that 3-man ult onto them. Here comes the collateral damage and the buckshot, just taking them all to half HP. Then that shockwave coming in from Soon ensures that Gambit and Soy can't dive onto EXO. And that was actually a really good Shen ult coming for Soon, barely keeping him alive actually.
Yes.
Like right before Shen died. Oh, Shen was still alive, but yeah, really good Shen ult coming in for Soon, ensuring that from Nuke, ensuring that Soon stayed alive.
Yes. Ano rin, siguro positioning din ni Sui kanina na nahuli siya ng shockwave.
Yeah, however,
medyo edgy pa yung initiate pala ni... Yes, 3-man SS by Quit, pero edgy pa yung initiate na ang layo na talaga.
Yeah, there was not that much follow-up. Yeah, I think that was wrong for KC and Gambit to dive.
Yes.
The backline. What they should have done was just peel for their own backline and try to disengage, seeing as there was no follow-up initially for that 3-man Sejuani ult.
Tsaka, hindi naman kailangan na hindi naman kailangan na i-engage mo ng harapan. Actually, mahirapan ka i-engage ng harapan ng APC.
Yes.
You could just really maneuver on the back. Ganun na lang. It's possible naman
Yeah, however, it's kind of difficult to do that due to the positioning of APC during that flash.
Yes,
you had Sejuani right in the front, followed by Shen, and then Soon and EXO were in the back for being protected by Sup. So it was really difficult for Gambit and KC to dive onto those 2 carries. So it's going to be really hard for JRU to win these fights from this point on. We already see that there's a 8k gold. Yeah, 8k gold advantage in favor of APC.
Yes. You also look sa mga hinahawakan nilang gold. Massive lead actually now talaga by EXO compared to JM. 4k gold lead actually pagdating dito sa ating scoreboard. Now they are now rotating para dito naman sa Baron.
And here comes the pick.
Yes! Initiate by Queen! Wow, that's actually quit or walking against the Nami. 3-man SS combo. Full combo by Soup plus the SS of Quit. 3 members now of JRU are down. Things are looking gloomy para sa Jose Rizal University.
That was a really good play right now. Wow, so
yes,
the death sentence landed as Sup was flying towards the Ari. Shockwave came in, locked up 2 members of the JRU team, followed by that Sejuani Wani ult right as the Shockwave ended. Really good play coming in for APC, really good play by Sup. Just amazing thresh game coming in from him right now.
Yes, nahihirapan na dito ang JRU na makipagsabayan sa APC. Kanina-kanina, evens match talaga, no?
Yeah, it was definitely an even match earlier in that mid-game, however.
This one, I don't think so. Maraming mistake ang kailangan mula sa APC.
Yeah, definitely.
Para makabawi-bawi dito ang JRU.
APC is probably going to have to throw at Baron or at Dragon or something like that.
Yes,
if they want to come back into this game.
Yes. Mahirap na to, hindi pwede ang 5v5 team fight dito. Only solo lane picks na lang yung pwede nilang magawa for this one.
However, they do have that Rek'Sai, Ahri, and Irelia, so picks is definitely possible for this JRU team. However, their ward coverage isn't really that strong at the moment. It's pretty dark on that map right now, so it's kind of hard to get a pick if you only see one person of the APC team on your map.
Yes, nagkakatipiran mula sa side ng JRU. Mukhang pati sa ward yata nagkakamahalan. Hindi lang sa tuition, engage in by Soy, flashes in. He got caught up by the Shockwave. Dashes out using that Spirit Rush. I think he will not go down. Kailangang step up ni Sui dito yung kanyang mga charms.
Yeah, and that was the pick that JRU was trying to go for. However, the charm didn't connect, and unfortunate, as that was probably the best case scenario if the charm landed to get a pick onto that APC team.
Yun yung kailangan niya eh. So yeah, try again.
Yeah, definitely. However, it's pretty hard. There's no ward right now actually on the side of JRU. So they're blind right now. They have no idea where the APC team is moving. And it's going to be problematic as they approach this bot lane side.
Going for a siege here. Ito yung pinaka-optimal na pwedeng magawa ng APC with that Baron Bow.
And with that Shen as well, with that global teleport coming in.
Also take note na yung Shen na nag-split push ay may Baron buff din.
And Shen has a pretty interesting build, opting to rush Sunfire Cape, then went Banshee Gel and Grandiose Omen.
Plus may Tiamat.
Yeah, and he has that Ninja Tabby, it's also really interesting. Really tanky, yet at the same time has a lot of split push potential to AoE TM at damage.
So for other schools to learn from this match, I think yung shortcomings nga dito ng JRU would be the ward coverage.
Yeah, ward coverage is definitely a problem. It's easy to forget how to ward or easy to lose control of the wards as you start to fall behind. However, teams that are able to maintain ward coverage while being behind is usually when you see the comebacks happen.
Yes. So, with that siege sa bottom lane, Yup was successful to push off the top lane. And now is focusing the inhibitor. Gambit actually really cannot trade off dito kay Shen.
I don't think there's anyone that could 1v1 Shen at the moment.
Yes, and that is all inhibitors down now. Para sa campus dito ng JRU, they will now go for the Nexus turrets. And yes, first Nexus turrets is down. They're collapsing onto the second. Wala pa rin initiate. Flashes in si Duke Tuton. JM out. Dead sentence. Nuking the fountain. Actually, hindi niya ata nakita yung boundary node. Box on the side. And that is the game.
GG, well played.
For JRU. Victory for Team APC.
So that was a really great game coming in for APC.
Yeah, so
at first it was looking a bit shaky for that APC team. It looked like JRU was going to take it. However,
yes,
APC coming back with those plays, with the objective control and the ward control, winning them the game.
After steadily winning ganun, natuloy-tuloy lang nila. So, if we look into our scoreboard, makikita natin who are the top players for this game. With a 6-2-10 KDA, it's actually Mineski Globe EXO. Also take note of Soon.
Yeah, I actually have to credit all of APC for their performance. Yes. I don't think there was anyone that stood out in particular. Just really great use of their combos.
Yes.
We saw a lot of great plays coming in from APC, chaining all of that CC together, and EXO just in that backline, just getting that free hit.
Yeah, so mad props also to Sui for showing a good laning phase.
Yeah, so Yusoy definitely had soon, I believe.
Or hassle para sa game na yon. Kasi yung charm nga lang talaga. Workout muna yung pag-land ng charm. Kung sakali. So, let's move on naman to our schedule. Para sa huling game ng ating gabi, it would be Adamson University Soaring Falcons versus
the Handsomes from Technological University of the Philippines.
Yes, that is for Group D. Para sa mga manlalaro ng ating Group D. So, yes, update on our standings maybe?
Yes, so for that standings, we will see that APC is now 2-1, tied with CSB with 2 victories, 1 loss, while JRU and MRT are now tied in 3rd to 4th with 1 win and 2 losses.
Okay, guys. So, magbabalik po muli kami para sa aming last set ng match nga for Group D. Alright? So, ayun guys, massive props to our players for today. That is JRU versus Team APC. I have GS Shinbu, that is a Shinbu with a 1 for an I.
And yes, and I am GS Neep.
And this is the LAW Collegiate League 2015 Spring Season, Week 6. And we'll be right back.